Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing some more sub-rogue clips. Now you're going to be seeing this one before I did the other ones because I needed to have an intro. So keep in mind you'll be looking at these and you're like, yo, this we seen this after the, so they're not in the they're in a different order. So keep that in mind. But regardless, this is the intro of the video. So I don't know if we're going to lose or win this. We'll see what happens. So we are facing an MM Hunter. Normally we don't like MM Hunters. They're very hard to beat. They're very strong. They're pretty much the worst nightmare for a rogue, but they do die. That's the difference between a BM Hunter. BM Hunters are unkillable, but when it comes down to MM Hunters, they're going no pet, and they're just going full blast. So the goal is to pretty much just get in there, and it looks like it's I don't even know. I thought it was jelly beans for a second. So we're gonna try to sap him out of air. So we're gonna sap the healer if we can. Yep, sap the healer. Immediately get on this guy here. So kidney shot, do our big damage. We're gonna immediately smoke bomb him. We're gonna sap again here. So sap again. We're gonna restun, and then we're gonna cheap shot off this. So cheap shot. We're gonna blind off that. So again, we're gonna put a rupture up. We're gonna blind off that. Blinding. He might trinket this. We'll see what happens. We're gonna vanish this. Big damage. We kill him. And it's just like that. They don't see the damage coming, and it was a beautiful intro. That's all we like to see. Just a massive crit, and we end up taking him out. 3.1 million eviscerate. And that's what I talk about. He had no pet. He was going full one-shot, and he just didn't see it coming. And actually, he might have had pet. He might have pet stack there. I think he did have a pet, actually. I might be wrong about that. But just like that, easy game, fast game, and it really just comes down to your CC. Focus more about your CC rather than your damage, because your damage will come in late. That's the goal. You're never going to kill somebody in a stun like that. They're always going to die out of a stun. That's like 9 times out of 10. All my videos, they very rarely died in a stun, and if they do die in a stun, it's because it's super high damp. So like if the warrior clip that you guys see, I think it was probably 75% damp minimum. It was probably 80%. So your main goal is not to kill somebody. Your main goal is to get cooldowns and damp as hard as possible. So keep in mind when you're playing sub rogue, you are not doing like what I just did to that hunter. Don't play like that. Don't use your cooldowns to just kill somebody in the opener, especially at high rating. We're playing at like 2K to 2100 CR, so it's actually not it's actually pretty high considering that like nobody plays twos that high anymore. I wish they added a rank 1 if I'm being honest, because I'd actually want to play for it. Because now that I'm working and I have time to play during prime time. But regardless, we're gonna get into another game and see how that goes. Alrighty, so we got another game here, another warrior. Warriors run the bracket. It's not only warriors, it's also hunters. Hunters and warriors destroy everything. I've actually seen a lot of arcane mages too. So you got arcane mage, you have BM hunter, and then you have warrior. Those three are basically all I see. I've run into the occasional rogue mages, but it's very rare that you run into them. But as you can see in my last video, I did run into two of them 2 separate times. So it really just depends on what time you're queuing, and that's pretty much it. So we're facing another warrior, so we're not running pretty much anything. We're not running cheat death. We're running the PvP talent pretty much always. So here we're gonna run in. We're gonna sap, shadow strike, kidney shot. Even if he pre-blade storms it, it's not the big deal. Like it's really just not. It doesn't really matter too much. So he blade storms, it's fine. We're getting our damage off. We're gonna resap here. So resapping, he gets a really good disarm. We're not really gonna do much on this. So we'll disarm him. Why not? Put a rupture up. He immediately trinkets it. We'll cheap shot this guy here. We'll cheap shot the warrior here. This is where we're gonna do big damage. We're actually gonna bomb him as well. We're gonna immediately evasion. We're gonna sap the healer here. We're actually gonna blind him here. So blind him instantly. We're gonna trinket this. We're probably gonna try to gouge off this. Okay, so he gets a really good So here we'll gouge him. So we'll jump up, gouge him here. Even if it's only for a few seconds, it's worth it. We're gonna put a rupture up. We're gonna faint. My guy should be able to heal through this. It's not that many secs. Okay, so this is big damage. So we're gonna faint. We're also gonna cloak. He should be able to just top me off here. Here we'll kidney shot to help my guy here because we are dying. We're gonna cheap shot the healer here. See, this is where your guy would fear. This would be the perfect opportunity. It looks like we're actually just dying. Hopefully we can get a heal here. So we're gonna just you're pretty much just putting rupture pads up and you're just using off CD. So we're gonna immediately disarm because I don't know why we're having trouble healing, but it's alright. So we're running, we're kiting here, we're letting the stacks fall off because this guy's big damn roll. I'm gonna try to get a resell. We might be able to sap. We'll see what happens here. Wow, so we actually didn't get a resell. That was like almost 10 seconds worth and we couldn't get a re. So here we're getting a kidney shot ready and then we're gonna get going here. So kidney shot. Cheap shot. Nope, can't cheap shot because he can just disarm me for free. Kind of unfortunate, but not really surprising. It is a warrior. It's pretty much an S tier spec versus a B tier spec. So here we're pretty much dead, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's really much we can do at this point. I'm tapped. Or we're struggling to heal me here. We have Trinket, good Trinket there. I'll just gouge this guy to stop him from doing whatever he wants. We'll disarm him as well. So we're just running. We're kiting the entire time. This is how you have to play sub versus an S tier spec. So we're going to shiv him, put a rupture up, and again, you're just running. That's kind of what it is. So here we're going to try to sap him. So we sap him out of air. He actually gets a stun because that's what he can do. He can just do whatever he wants. Hopefully I get dispel. Unfortunately, this is on my blade, so I don't even get to play the game when all my damage. So again, that's all well. So here my guy's getting mind controlled. Usually that would never happen, but it's alright. We're going to vanish this. We're going to get back in there immediately. We're going to kidney shot. He misses his spear because he's allowed to do that. He disarms me again. So again, we're actually still able. We're getting close to winning this game. We're going to kick him immediately. We're going to do big damage here. We're actually going to stun him too, so stun him DR so he can't get his thing off. We're going to blind him too as well. Oh, unfortunately we cannot. So that would have been a great time to blind him, but it was DR'd. We'll immediately disarm. He's going to trinket it, obviously, and then we're going to evasion on his trinket. We're going to immediately kick his mind control because we're not just going to let it sit. We're pretty much stacking our Shadow Dance again. This is what you're doing as a sub rogue. You're kind of running. Just do exactly what I'm doing. Never just stand there. It's never good to do. Yeah, I know it's a boring playstyle, so we're going to reapply Rupture. We're going to feign again. We're going to also cloak to stop damage. So we're going to blind him here. Immediately trinket this. We're going to do big damage here. We're going to bomb, and then we're going to sap. Nope, can't sap. Again, he disarms me again. So he gets to have disarm on top of having unlimited pressure. That is wild. But we're still coming close. We're still coming close. Even though it's a game that they should have for free, we're still making it work here. So we're getting our column points again. Again, he almost one-shotted me. Okay, so that's okay. So we're trying to run. So again, kiting. We have to kite. We cannot just stand here because this is on all of his cooldowns and it's super high damps. So this is where we're going to kidney shot him and we're going to pump. So hopefully my guy can... He's actually mind controlling and he's not even worried about his teammate and he ends up getting taken out. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the game that literally is unwinnable, we win the game. The outplay of a century, and that's really all it takes. It might seem like it's unwinnable, but just like that, the game can go from bad to good, and that's what it comes down to. Just a skill. Like the skill level from me versus his warrior, he gets to have disarm and all these other things, while I have to do all these setups and try my best to kite. It's wild. And that's why people love seeing sub rogue so much, because there's so much to it. It's not just, oh, I'm clicking W and I get to do whatever I want. You have to do your setups. You have to do a lot of things that you wouldn't have to do as other classes. But it's really nice to see that. And that's why I like sub rogue. And that's why I don't really play warrior. Because I don't really like the playstyle of it. It's just in Shadowlands was the last time I felt like it took skill. And even though it one-shotted, it had a skill gap to it. Because everybody was one-shotting. It wasn't just, oh, Warriors one-shot and nobody else does. Everybody one-shotted. Everybody. And Warriors were actually super skillful back in the day. And they were a lot of fun. Because people were pre-bannering goes, pre-blade storming goes. And we're not just talking about a 2v2 arena match. We're talking like a good player. Not somebody that's just able to do something without a brain cell. But again, we have another warrior. So again, 3 warriors in a row. I don't know if I'm gonna post all 3 warriors. So that's why if the video starts out with me not being like yo boy whatever, then it means obviously I didn't record that one. So here we're gonna run in, sap, same thing. So we're gonna sap him here. We're gonna immediately shadow strike, then kidney shot. So kidney shot immediately. He's probably gonna trinket. We'll see what happens here. We're probably gonna bomb this, honestly. So we bomb, we're gonna trinket this, restun, immediately stun the shaman, and then we're gonna blind off that. So we're gonna blind immediately. So we're going to stun him again, actually, and then blind. So blind. Oh, he was close to dying there. He got very lucky. Nice fear. Oh, I really wanted to kill this guy, honestly, but he actually got really saved there. He should have died if I got a crit. So we're going to disarm on his avatar at the end of it. We're going to kick this guy if he can. Always look for those kicks. So again, those kicks just come in handy. This is where we're going to kidney shot, immediately cheap shot, and then we're going to do our go here. Big damage. We're also going to cheap shot off this. Do a big damage on the warrior here. Massive damage. We're going to get LG off this. Huge damage. Maximum damage. And again, just gets taken out just like that. And the games might look very difficult, but I'm telling you, you can do this. It will take time. But I'm telling you, These games might feel unwinnable, but there are times where just doing a cringe play like that, just doing a DR stun, a gouge out of nothing, will give you the win. And my priest actually helped me kill that guy there. So a beautiful game played, and that is how you're winning. You don't really see sub rogues winning like that nowadays. Alrighty, final. Okay, so we got another class. I've lost so many warrior games that it's actually crazy. I honestly am getting tired, so tired of playing twos now. I started off, I was kind of happy to play some twos just to relax, but I've faced so many warriors, and it's just I'm tired. And I ain't gonna lie, the problem with playing sub rogue is you have to play with somebody that knows what they're doing. That's the one issue. And since you have to know people that play the game, or you have to play with high people that have XP, if you're a new player and you want to play sub rogue, it's kind of hard. It's difficult. It's really, really hard. It'll take you, if you want to master Sub Rogue, it is the one class in the entire game that will take you years to master. It is not a spec that even a rank 1 player can pick up and immediately start playing and win games. Now, there's a difference because they have teammates, but if you were a regular person and you don't have teammates, there is a big difference. So here we're going to sap the ret. We're going to immediately open on this guy with a kidney shot. We're going to go on him hard here. He might bop him. We'll see what happens, though. So immediately doing big damage on him. So big damage. We're going to cloak here in case he tries to do anything funny. So we're going to swap him to him. We're going to immediately do big damage here. We're going to bomb late so he can't do anything about it. We're going to immediately trinket blind this. We're going to kick. So he does. So we get double trinket. We get sack. So again, a really, really good opener. So we're going to feint here because he's doing big damage. We're looking for the kick for the healer. Always looking for the kick. So we immediately kick. Okay, never mind. I guess my brain's just not working, I guess. And that just shows you how actually like just brain dead I am right now. So we're gonna kidney shot. We're gonna immediately help our guy here. So this is where again another fear situation. It looks like he's going for it, and he actually gets it. So we might get we get bop here. I'm gonna go for the sap. So hopefully he purges it. So we're gonna stun here immediately. Oh, so I wish I did damage. So if I was a warrior right there or any other S tier spec, they would have been dead. But unfortunately, I am playing a sub rogue. So we are backstabbing, boys. We are doing everything in our possibilities to win the game for the team. So this he's not even healing himself. He doesn't realize that I might be able to kill him here in a second. Hopefully we dispel. Oh, really sad that we don't get the dispel because he's in a Hajj. So here we're going to gouge here. So he's not healing himself. He's actually just not worried about it, but he's going to sank it, so that's kind of unfortunate. He actually gets the PS, so we're immediately just going to swap. So he puts sack on him, and he also puts there's no point in going him there. We symbols just for the extra damage. We're also just we're gonna feint. We're also gonna evade because I'm actually dying through feint. We're gonna kick him immediately here. We're gonna put a rupture up on him. So we do have blades, which is really nice, but this guy has bubble. So we need to go healer in 2 seconds. So we're immediately gonna swap this guy. We're gonna flag him here. We're gonna put all of our damage in the basket. So we're doing maximum output damage here. Huge damage, and we end up taking him out, ladies and gentlemen. Really good fear by our guy. The once in a lifetime fear of the century. This guy had lay on hands, and he probably had Sank coming up, but he did get an immense fear, which ended up winning us the game. And he didn't want a bubble, which he really needed to, because if he ended up bubble sinking, they would have won the game. And just like that, we end up taking him out. I am glad we finally won a game because I've been losing so much today. We won a lot of games, but we also lost a lot of games. But let's get another game here, see how it goes. We got a few more games to go still. Get around at least a 15 to 17 minute video, and we'll call it a day. So again, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. I might say that, I'm playing a B tier spec, but it really just comes down to, I've lost a lot of games. I feel like I'm playing, even though I do a lot of mistakes, I am tired and I'm kind of just I'm kind of just irritated. Um, it kind of sucks. You don't have subterfuge. You don't have a shield when you get a stealth. You only have one vanish. It's like you're just down so you have to sacrifice so much just to do damage that these guys can do in a global. It is very sad, and I really hope that something changes because it really just isn't fair. Like Windwalkers, Pharaoh Druids, any other spec in the game can do my burst damage, my whole burst rotation, in literally 2 globals, if that, and they're insta-cast. It's not fair. I'm just gonna say it. It's just not fair. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why do I have to do all this stuff, and I don't get rewarded, like, for any time? It rarely ever happens. It is sickening. I hate what they've done to the game, and it sucks. But I don't really like complaining on YouTube videos, because I know you guys don't like it. but I do like to voice my opinion on it. And this is all it comes down to. Again, if you're looking to play sub rogue, you need to find a teammate that is good. You have to start out together, and you have to literally spend a long time in Discord learning everything. So here we're just gonna sap. We're gonna look around. We're gonna try to get the druid out for a second. So we're looking around, looking around. We're gonna re-stealth because why not? So again, we're just looking throughout the alley because if we can sap the druid in the opener and get him in cat form, that might allow us to get trinket. So it really just comes down to we're gonna, oh, there he is. So we're gonna get him out here. We're immediately kidney shotting him. Big damage on him. We're gonna immediately cloak the sleep so he can't do anything about that. We're immediately re-cheap shotting. Oh, really good grip our guy here. So we're gonna kick this guy immediately. Unfortunately, we're actually gonna trinket. Oh, really, really good stun. So he's actually hard carrying this druid. We're gonna swap to this guy for a second so he doesn't one-shot my teammate. At this point, we're actually gonna blind the druid. So blinding druid here. Unfortunately, he has 9 shield that I have to go through. We're gonna bomb here as well. We're gonna. Oh, nice. So we get a trinket. We might be able to sap him here. Nope, can't sap because games. That's how that goes. So he's gonna probably try to sleep here. We kick the sleep. Actually, we'll kidney the druid here. So you have to go the druid. Even if you think he's not gonna die, go the druid because you might get skin. You might even get trinket. It really just depends. So we're actually might kill him here. We actually end up taking him out. And again, we didn't. It might look like we're not gonna kill him, but it literally comes down to that, and you can win the game. And I like this. I love this perfect example. You have to go druids. Even if you don't think you're going to kill them, there are situations where they have to get their hots up before they can heal. It still takes them a little bit of time, especially if they have no hots on them. So make sure you're going druids, especially when they don't have hots. So when you're looking and you see that they're spamming clones and are not worried about doing hots or bear forming, immediately swapping them off DR, getting skin one go, and then killing them the next go is how you're going to be able to win games. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I do kind of work hard on them, but at the same time, I'm just playing a video game. So if you guys enjoyed this video, we did reach 6K subs, so I do appreciate it. I know I said that at the beginning of the video, but again, make sure you guys sub, comment, and subscribe. Commenting and liking the video, doing all that stuff, mainly commenting, and obviously subscribing to the channel, putting on notifications. The more comments a video has, the more algorithm it's going to get. So make sure you comment, even if you're commenting something hateful, I really don't mind. I've always liked comments that disagree with me or think that I do something wrong because the comments do help me. So even if you're a hate watcher, go ahead and comment. I always try to read all your guys' comments, but regardless, it's been X. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I am working on an Outlaw Rogue guide and an Outlaw Rogue. I want to play some Outlaw Rogue on my other account. So I'm going to be working on that. So we're going to have some Outlaw going. Even though Outlaw is really just a dampener, I think you guys would like to see that. Regardless, it's been X, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, peace.